Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the English Learner Podcast. I'm Anna, and if you want to speak more clearly and confidently in real-life situations, don't forget to subscribe and learn with us every week.
Hi everyone, I'm Tom, and subscribing helps you practice real English for daily life, step by step, in a simple and natural way.
Today, we're talking about explaining problems in English, because this is something we do all the time.
Yes, we explain problems at school, at work, at home, and even with friends.
One simple way to start is saying, I have a problem.
For example, I have a problem with my computer.
You can also say, there's a problem with.
There's a problem with the internet connection.
These sentences are clear and easy to understand.
Another natural phrase is, something is wrong with,
Something is wrong with my phone.
or something is wrong with this app.
Another useful phrase is, it doesn't work.
My printer doesn't work.
Or, this website doesn't work on my phone.
A good speaking activity is to look around you and explain one small problem you have right now.
Another tip is explaining what happened.
It was working yesterday, but today it doesn't work.
This helps the listener understand the situation better.
You can also explain when the problem started.
The problem started this morning.
Or, it started after I updated the app.
Talking about time makes your explanation clearer.
Another useful phrase is, I'm having trouble with.
I'm having trouble logging in.
I'm having trouble understanding this lesson.
This sounds polite and natural.
Another common phrase is, I can't.
I can't open the file.
I can't connect to the Wi-Fi.
A speaking activity is to practice explaining a problem using I can't.
Another tip is explaining what you already tried.
I restarted my phone, but it didn't help.
I tried again, but the problem is still there.
This shows effort and sounds natural.
Another useful phrase is, it keeps.
It keeps freezing.
It keeps stopping.
This is very common in daily English.
Another tip is staying calm and explaining slowly.
Clear explanations help people help you faster.
Explaining problems well is an important skill for everyday English.
Practicing these phrases makes you sound confident and easy to understand.
Another helpful way to explain a problem is by saying, I'm not sure what's wrong, but.
For example, I'm not sure what's wrong, but my phone won't turn on.
This is useful when you don't know the exact cause of the problem.
You can also say, I think there might be a problem with.
I think there might be a problem with the internet connection.
This sounds polite and careful.
Another common phrase is, it suddenly stopped working.
My computer suddenly stopped working this afternoon.
This helps explain how the problem happened.
Another useful habit is explaining where the problem is.
The problem is on this page.
The problem is in the last question.
Location words make your explanation clearer.
Another phrase is, it's too
slow.
It's too noisy.
These short phrases are very common in daily English.
Another helpful phrase is, it won't let me.
It won't let me log in.
It won't let me upload the file.
A speaking activity is to explain a problem using it won't let me.
Another tip is explaining how often the problem happens.
It happens every time I open the app.
It happens sometimes, not always.
This gives clear information.
Another phrase is, I keep getting.
I keep getting an error message.
I keep getting disconnected.
This sounds natural and realistic.
Another useful habit is explaining what you need.
I need help fixing this.
I need help understanding what to do next.
This tells the listener how they can help you.
Another speaking activity is to explain a problem and then say what help you need.
Another phrase is, it worked before, but now.
It worked before, but now it doesn't.
This compares the past and the present.
Another tip is using simple connectors.
It's not working, so I can't finish my work.
I'm late because the bus didn't come.
These connectors make your explanations smoother.
Another activity is to tell a short story about a problem using because and so.
Another natural phrase is, I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do next.
This shows you need guidance.
Another polite phrase is, can you take a look?
Can you take a look at this problem?
This sounds friendly and natural.
When explaining problems, it helps to describe how it affects you personally.
For example, because of this problem, I'm late for work.
Or, because of this problem, I can't finish my homework on time.
This helps the listener understand why the problem is important.
Another phrase is, it keeps happening even though.
It keeps happening even though I restarted my computer.
It keeps happening even though I followed the instructions.
This shows persistence and frustration naturally.
Another habit is describing the steps you already tried.
I already updated the app, but it didn't help.
I tried restarting the printer twice, but it still doesn't work.
Explaining what you've tried makes your request for help clear and polite.
Another phrase is, it started when.
It started when I installed the new software.
It started when I moved the files to my phone.
Talking about when the problem started helps the listener understand the context.
Another tip is to use descriptive words to make your problem clearer.
The screen is frozen and unresponsive.
The sound is too low and I can't hear anything.
Using adjectives and details makes your explanation more accurate.
Another activity is to describe a small problem at home using at least 3 details: when it started, what you tried, and how it affects you.
Another useful phrase is, I'm having difficulty with.
I'm having difficulty understanding this lesson.
I'm having difficulty typing on my new keyboard.
This sounds polite and natural. Another tip is mentioning whether the problem is constant or occasional.
It happens every time I open the app.
It only happens sometimes, usually in the evening.
This gives more information about the problem.
Another natural phrase is, I'm not sure why.
I'm not sure why this keeps happening.
This sounds honest and natural.
Another polite phrase is, could you help me understand what's wrong?
Could you help me understand what's wrong with this file?
This is polite and clear.
Another habit is staying calm when explaining problems.
Calm explanations help people understand you better.
Another phrase is, it's urgent because.
It's urgent because I need to submit this today.
It's urgent because I have a meeting in 10 minutes.
Explaining urgency helps the listener understand how quickly they should help.
Another activity is to role-play explaining a problem with urgency, including when it started, what you tried, and what help you need. Another useful phrase is, it keeps showing.
It keeps showing an error message every time I open the app.
It keeps showing a notification even after I delete it.
This is very common in technology-related problems.
Another habit is using connectors like because and so.
It keeps freezing because I installed the update.
I can't submit my work, so I need help from you.
Connectors make your explanation smoother.
Another phrase is, I tried everything, but.
I tried everything, but the file still won't open.
I tried everything, but the printer won't work.
This shows frustration politely and naturally.
Another tip is explaining problems step by step.
First, I opened the app, then it froze. After that, I restarted the program.
I plugged in the printer, turned it on, but it still doesn't print.
Explaining step by step helps listeners follow your story.
Another activity is to practice explaining a problem to a friend, including what happened, what you tried, and what help you need. Another useful phrase is, I could use some help with.
I could use some help with understanding this question.
I could use some help with fixing this problem on my laptop.
This is casual, friendly, and very common.
Another natural habit is reacting after someone helps you.
Thanks, that really helped.
I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much.
Showing gratitude makes your English sound polite and friendly.
Another speaking activity is to explain a problem, show effort, ask for help, and then thank the listener in one short dialogue.
Practicing these phrases daily, describing problems clearly, and showing gratitude makes your English confident, natural, and very useful in real-life situations. Another helpful tip when explaining problems is to describe how it affects your daily life.
For example, because of this issue, I can't finish my homework on time.
Or, because of this problem, I couldn't cook dinner yesterday.
This helps the listener understand why the problem matters.
Another natural phrase is, it keeps happening even after I tried.
It keeps happening even after I restarted the computer.
It keeps happening even after I updated the app.
This shows persistence and makes your explanation sound real.
Another tip is explaining small mistakes you made.
I accidentally deleted the file and now it won't open.
I pressed the wrong button and the app stopped working.
Admitting small mistakes makes your English sound honest and natural.
Another phrase is, it seems like.
It seems like the internet is too slow.
It seems like the printer is out of ink.
This is useful when you're guessing the cause politely.
Another habit is explaining what you expected to happen.
I expected the video to play, but it didn't.
I expected the software to update, but it froze instead.
This helps listeners understand the difference between expectation and reality.
Another useful phrase is, I noticed that.
I noticed that the notifications aren't working.
I noticed that the program closes by itself.
This makes your explanations specific and clear.
Another speaking activity is to explain a problem, include what you expected, what actually happened, and what you noticed.
Another tip is comparing two problems.
Yesterday, the printer wouldn't print, and today, the Wi-Fi keeps disconnecting.
The first problem was easy to fix, but the second one is more complicated.
Comparing problems helps you describe situations clearly and naturally.
Another phrase is, it usually works, but today.
It usually works, but today it keeps freezing.
It usually works, but today the email won't send.
This is very common in daily English.
Another activity is to practice comparing yesterday's problem and today's problem in one sentence.
Another natural tip is explaining what you've tried step by step.
I restarted the computer, I checked the connection, and I updated the software, but it still doesn't work.
I unplugged the printer, turned it back on, and tried again, but nothing changed.
Step-by-step explanations make it easier for listeners to follow.
Another phrase is, I'm not sure how to fix it, but.
I'm not sure how to fix it, but I think it might be a settings issue.
I'm not sure how to fix it, but I need help from someone who knows.
This shows honesty and makes your request polite.
Another speaking activity is to explain a problem, describe what you tried, and then ask for help politely.
Another useful phrase is, it's affecting.
It's affecting my ability to finish my work.
It's affecting my schedule because I can't complete the tasks on time.
This helps the listener understand the impact.
Another tip is explaining how often the problem occurs.
It happens every time I open the app.
It happens sometimes, usually in the evening.
This gives more detail about the problem.
Another natural habit is using polite connectors like because, so, and but.
It keeps freezing because I updated the app.
I can't submit the report, so I need help from you.
Connectors make your explanation smoother and more natural.
Another activity is to practice explaining a problem with cause, effect, and solution in one short story.
Finally, practicing these phrases and activities will make your English sound confident, polite, and natural when explaining any problem in real life.
Another tip is to practice explaining small problems to friends or family every day.
For example, I can't find my keys. Can you help me look?
Or, I'm having trouble opening this app. Do you know what to do?
Practicing daily makes your explanation sound natural and confident.
Another useful habit is to explain your problem clearly, step by step, and include what you tried in what you need.
I restarted the printer, but it still doesn't print. Can you help me?
I updated the app, but it keeps freezing. Could you take a look?
These short stories make your English practical for real-life situations.
Another speaking activity is to explain a problem in one sentence, then expand it with details, effects, and what help you want.
You can also role play with a friend, pretending to explain a problem at school, at work, or at home.
Another natural phrase is, "Thanks, that really helped."
Or, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much.
Showing gratitude makes your English sound polite and friendly.
Another tip is sharing your experiences.
For example, tell your friends, "I had a problem with my app today. What about you?"
Sharing stories helps you practice explaining problems and encourages others to use English too.
If you enjoyed learning these phrases today, don't forget to share this podcast with your friends, classmates, or family.
Leave a comment telling us which phrase helped you the most or which problem you explained today.
And subscribe to the English Learner podcast so you never miss an episode and can keep improving your English every day.
Explaining problems clearly, asking for help politely, and sharing your stories makes practicing English easier and more fun.
Thank you so much for listening. Keep practicing, try the activities we mentioned, share your problems in English with friends, comment your experiences, and subscribe for more episodes.
See you next time. Have fun practicing English every day and enjoy solving problems naturally in English.